What's up, everybody? So we just took a trip to go pick something up. I loaded all this. I didn't need it. I'm gonna start this video off with a thanks to Briggs Motorsports in Georgia. We bought a Nascar. I think it was Randy LaHoy's old car. I'll take you on a little tour. The car needs a lot of work. Needs everything. Engine and suspension is what this car needs. So I might be selling some things. I'm not quite sure. I might just hold on to it all. But I'll turn you around and I'll show you kind of what we got going on here. And yeah. Okay, so this is not quite sure, but this is an old NASCAR. It does have rust. So it needs sanded and painted. It needs all of the suspension. This is pretty much a chassis and body. As you see, it's rough, but it's not unraceable. Down here you can see they had lead weights in there, so it's a raced chassis. It's probably used for ARCA or something of that sort. The body, the trailer was not wide enough, so might have to fix the body, which sucks because the body, I think, had a fresh paint job on it and primered, and you can see where some Bondo's cracking, and it's a race car, but it's a true NASCAR. Offset gearbox thingy. It's got all the bars, everything in it. Still got some wiring and some brakes and fuel lines and stuff like that. Seat went in there. The battery goes back in here. I'll show you that in a second. The windows, just the body and the windows alone, for what we're gonna do, was well worth what we paid. Because it's got gusseting and everything. The roll cage, some welds. Here's the welds on the roll cage. They all look really good. Up here you can see it's should be a safe car. As for the window netting, definitely a project. Definitely a project. But it's pretty cool. I couldn't pass it up. Could not pass that up right there. It's a 2008 Monte Carlo body, I think. Here's the rear. There, right there is where the battery goes. I am going to sand and paint everything. Drive shaft safety loop. You see right there, it's probably been in a crash or from someone picking it up with a forklift. I don't know. There's your rear adjustment for your panhard bar. And this chassis, I'll see if I can get up in there. It's not a leaf spring chassis. This is like a control arm, basically. You can see right here, or you can adjust the springs. One on that side over there. So the car is very adjustable. The body is just stitched on. I think that's the same with anything. And then people caulk there's places they don't want to stuff coming through. But, and then right here is where your fill would be. Just the Lexan windows with the braces alone was worth what I paid for the car. Fuel cell, probably needs a new foam and a new bladder. Has a bulkhead fitting. You can see there's some damage back here. The car was probably in a wreck because you can see that bar right there has been welded. Not the greatest welds. But I'll go over the car and make sure it's structurally sound before we race it. Eventually. Pretty cool. Bead rolled, pop out some dents. It's got all these. It's got the wire to hold the clips and things like this. There it is. Okay, Monte Carlo back in. I don't really care for the Monte Carlo back in, but it is what it is. The trunk looks like it's been folded once. See if I can get the light on. Get you in there and see the suspension under it, or where it would mount to. So it is an offset chassis. It's not too terrible. I could have spent, probably $3 and got a little nicer of a chassis, but it's not bad. The welds all look good. Here's Nascar safety inspection, Hooters Pro Cup 2005 safety inspection. I did have this number right here, but we're pretty sure this was Randy LaJoie's old car way back in the day. There's another Halo. I mean, she's set up. I don't know. You think you can make this drag car? You can lift a corner of it by yourself. So it's, it's be a safe car. Definitely, it's a real deal NASCAR. I'll pop the hood. Here's the front. Right here, it is so tight. I mean, I got so much body work to do I was in Georgia and there wasn't no way I wasn't coming back with it. These hoods are so flimsy. So, right there, it's got the bar that bolts in right there, and then back there it looks like that pipe's been cut and re-welded. I'm not quite sure. Everything in here looks pretty sound. Some of the welds are definitely questionable, but they're not the actual part of the chassis. The actual part of the chassis seems pretty good. Transmission tunnel, all that. It's got a rubber mat that actually looks like it's from like a plant belt. And it's a lot of surface rust. This hood is so flimsy. And it just, well, you don't ever, I guess on a NASCAR, you don't ever want to just push, because you'll bend something, that's for sure. I don't know if these were like lights or if they were brake ducts. I don't know. This right here, I went to push the car over and it spider cracked and cracked the Bondo right there. There's probably 10 pounds of Bondo on this car, if I had to guess. But she's gonna be a race car, so I'll probably get it wrapped eventually. I was having trouble. I don't know where I put it. But I don't know. It's something I'm probably gonna get rid of. Ugh. Good paint, most of it. Fuel tank. There's some good stuff on this car. So this car will keep moving. Will continue on this car because I have a lot of. I'll probably get this one 90% done, and then I'll have to, spend more money. Probably gonna tackle the rear end and the suspension this weekend. Like I said, got the old suspension out, all that. It's just a lot in this shop. I almost need this bay right here, so I almost need to open those doors so I can have 2 bays, and might fold up the weight bench. I don't really use it that much anymore. My son uses it when he comes over. Little engine area. Everything's too much clutter for what I'm doing. All this stuff is when I was building the house. I need to put it on the shelves. I need to put that motor together, get the motor that I'm buying. She doesn't race for a while. Her new motor, I should be getting a call next week with her new motor. That's what I'm hoping. So, yeah, that's kind of what's going on. still debating on selling this car. If you can listen closely, you can hear, I don't know if you guys can hear that in the background. Let's see. Can y'all hear that? That's New Smyrna Speedway. Somebody's practicing. Probably a late model or something. Anyways, that's gonna be it. I'm gonna try to get this off. I gotta get my tractor running, pull it off, put it on blocks, and throw a tarp over it for now. So that's it. Bye.